Hey folks, welcome to this React Native tutorial for beginners. This lesson is targeted for folks that want to get started developing mobile applications, specifically in Android, developing on the Linux operating system, particularly Ubuntu. I notice there's a lot of interest in getting started developing using React Native. However, I've also noticed a lot of folks have run into issues getting started, installing all the necessary dependencies, and just getting their first application up and running. So this tutorial, or these series of tutorials, is targeted at those folks who want to get started. Now, as far as prerequisites go, or prerequisites rather, I expect that you at least have some understanding of JavaScript. Don't have to be an expert, but at least an understanding of the language. Some HTML and CSS understanding would be great. You don't necessarily need to have any Android SDK background or knowledge to follow along with this tutorial. However, it does help, of course. Also expected that you have some understanding of the Linux operating system, in particular Ubuntu. It's one of the more user-friendly distributions of Linux. Basic things like understanding how to install packages and open up your terminal. Nothing too crazy. All right. Now, the idea behind this tutorial, or the series of tutorials, is to get down and dirty real quick. So I won't get into too many nitty-gritty details. Feel free to follow along. Feel free to share. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think of these tutorials. And let's get started. All right, so in this first lesson, we're going to go over what we're going to do in particular in the following lessons. Initially, we're going to set up our development environment. That's going to be installing all the necessary applications and tools. And then we're finally going to start building a simple Android application. As far as the development environment setup goes, we'll need to have Ubuntu 16.04 installed. I have a fresh installation of the Ubuntu desktop, or rather Ubuntu with the GNOME 3 desktop. Very minimal installation so far. Only thing I've installed so far is my text editor. I use Atom. You're free to use Sublime Text or anything you prefer. I've also installed Google Chrome and obviously the software to record the screen here. Other than that, it's a fresh Ubuntu installation. You can start from scratch just like I have. Alright, we're going to have to install the Java 8 software development kit. Obviously, Android runs on Java, therefore we need the software development kit. The most recent stable version is Java 8, so we'll go ahead and install that through the command line. We'll also need to install Node and the Node Package Manager. We'll also install a React Native command line interface. We'll install Android Studio, and finally start up an Android virtual device. Okay. Now, for folks that are kind of new to software development or web development or programming or anything, don't be scared of how much terminal use is going to be here. I know a lot of folks may be scared of or intimidated by the terminal. Don't be. You'll pick it up real quick. In fact, after a lesson or two, you'll wonder how you got by without it. Okay? So once again, welcome to this React Native tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it benefits you. Once again, feel free to comment, share, like these series of lessons, and we'll see you in the next one.